Yo, what is going on? Another day, another BTS vlog. I am currently at my location for today's production. I showed up about 20 minutes early. I'm waiting for my second shooter that I contracted to arrive so we could pack and head to the office. So a little bit about this job. Remember the office that I worked at, probably like on episode 2 at the ClickUp office in downtown San Diego. I'm shooting with them again. We are doing a live stream production for their new rollout of their ClickUp 3.0. So they asked me if I have experience doing live stream productions. I personally don't, but I know people who do, and I contracted a buddy of mine who does a ton of live streams. He actually live streams his own podcast as well, and that's actually how I found out he does live streams, is through his personal content, which is his podcast. So I highly recommend you guys to pump content out, because you never know who sees your content. The only reason I knew he does live stream is because of his podcast. So I knew he was the right fit. He was responsive, he was on it. He's I just know his work ethic is like right there, so it's a part of mine. So I knew that he would be a good fit. So hit him up, let him know about the situation. He says I could do it. Perfect. So now we're here. So the goal for today is to do a test run. Today's not the actual main live stream event, but today we're going to go scout the location, scout which office room we're going to be using for the production. And once we're there, we're going to set up and do a quote-unquote dry run, which I'll have all the cameras. He'll have his own software with the live stream and all that connected to the network. And then from there, we're going to do a test run. So I'm excited. This is something very new to me. I'm not used to doing any kind of live stream production, so I'm excited to learn some new things. My role today pretty much is, well, I've been facilitating this entire job, so I'm going to be doing the production as far as like the cameras, the lights, and all that good stuff, and he's going to be doing the software. He's going to obviously help me out with like the actual production itself as well, with like audio and stuff like that. So again, this is very foreign, so I'm glad that I hired an expert in the live stream world. So like I said, we're gonna do a test run today, and next week we're actually going to do the main event. Yeah, we're gonna make this happen. So we took about 30 minutes scouting the entire building, from the first floor to the 6th floor, trying to figure out what was the best location. And the only trick that we had was that the employees were obviously working in the office, so we pretty much couldn't really tell them to stop working and let us do our thing. So we had to keep that in mind. So we did find a corner of the office that was kind of isolated for the most part. There wasn't much movement or activity going on, and the producer were completely satisfied with the spot that we chose. And yeah, we were able to make it happen, and it looked pretty good. All right, this is what the setup is looking like so far. We're using 3 cameras. Might play with the 4th in a second, using the Nikon Z9, correct? Yeah, the Nikon Z9, a7Iii, a7S, Amaran 200. Got my boy Jared doing the live stream.
What's up?
Pretty dope setup he got.
Okay, here we go. You want to come take a look?
Dude, I like it.
Hey, camera 1.
Dope, man. I am very glad that we had this extra day of production to figure out the kinks, figure out any potential problems we may face during the actual live stream events. I know they wanted to highlight some comments during the actual live stream, so we did a few testing, and we did have to go through a couple of hurdles as far as software goes. And Jared was able to go through it and figure things out on their end, and we were able to just make it happen. So I would have been pretty nervous during the actual live stream events to have to go through all those problems. So having this extra day gave the entire team a ton of confidence for the actual live stream event. So we pretty much had to just show up, place our cameras, place the lights, do the audio, and let the talents do their thing. And we were pretty straight on our end, and I'm glad that we were able to execute this production. Got my man Jared on the board. We're gonna do some testing. There it is, camera A, or the wide camera, should I say. Nice. Using the a7 III, 28-75, or no, 17-28, I'm sorry, at 28 millimeters. We're using his Nikon a7Siii 24-70 and a7S3 55mm Zeiss. Just finished setting up, currently doing some audio testing with Jared, the man behind the board. Put these tube lights, put my MC right there. Got the click up sign to cover that hole that was there. Yeah, it's looking pretty dope. So the live stream was a huge success. I believe we had a little over 200 live viewers for the 60-minute live stream production, and the company was extremely happy working with us. They loved that we were able to problem solve on the fly. And yeah, man, I'm just super excited to make this happen, since this was their first ever live stream, and hopefully this is the first of many live streams. So I'm glad that I had Jared by my side and helped me with this production. I remember Jared reached out to me via Instagram and asked for like, hey dude, let's meet up for a coffee. Let's see how we could help each other one day. And this was probably like last year, and now we are actually working together on our first ever project. So this is pretty dope, and hopefully this is the first of many live streams that we get to work on together. And yeah, man, it's just dope to network with other creators, because I definitely would not have been able to make this production by myself. So I encourage you guys to look up other local creatives in your area and reach out to them. Don't be too cool for school. I've definitely reached out to other creatives and that I do not know at all. I just give them a follow, like their work, hit them up on Instagram, like, yo, man, your work is dope, and just start that relationship. Just got home, successful shoot. Really glad that Jared tagged along because we freaking killed it. Everything went perfectly smooth except for the last 2 minutes of the stream. My mic from the World Wireless Go died on me, and I think the specific mic that I had on the Talent is a faulty mic. I've noticed it acting a little strange, where the light's a little extra dim compared to my other mic. So I finally put a tape on that specific transmitter or receiver, I don't know which one's which, to know which one's the crappy one. And so for the next one, it's not gonna happen anymore. So yeah, man, the company was very excited. They were very impressed with our work, and they loved working with us. So they did say they want to make this a monthly thing. So we are going to set up a meeting and figure out the logistics on that. And yeah, man, I'm glad that we were able to pull this off and kill it for them. I mean, it doesn't hurt having another retainer client. So finishing the year pretty strong. This was my last shoot of the year that I could think of right now. I don't have anything else in the calendar. I want to take the rest of the year off and catch up on all of my editing. I have about 15 days left before the new year, so gotta do a lot of editing. I got to work on my actual reel for 2024, some other personal stuff that I want to work on. And so yeah, man, that's going to be it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll be sure to respond to that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.